Right. Yeah. What it is. You already know who it is, man. Your host King Capone. I got my man's in the building. It's Jack Dance, the Queensiest himself. You
Yo,
already know what it is, man.
Queens,
Mister
get the
Tell you
motherfucker.
how to rent himself. You know, we get into that later. And we got Lou, my boy Low, OG Low from New York. I know you niggas know who he is. If you're from New York,
Yeah,
you
the
Best
put your
biggest,
hand up
dialect.
nigga.
right now, and you know who he is.
Biggest, nigga.
Big Brown, Big BK, right?
Yeah,
Um,
nigga. Biggest,
what's
nigga.
been what's going on, fellas? How y'all fourth shaping up? It's the third. I guess we celebrating. We gotta celebrate, Lou. We gotta celebrate America's birthday, right? Or why the
Oh, I'm
fuck is we
celebrating,
living
man. I'm
here
here.
still?
Proud America. I'm a proud American, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
all this
proud,
hate. I don't know where
proud.
all this hate coming from. Shit,
Yeah, I'm a
you
proud
wanna where you wanna
American.
go? Cambodia and live? Oh
Yeah.
man, y'all
How
niggas
many,
quit playing like y'all trying to go
Yugoslavia.
home.
Right.
I know you got a pack of Franks prepared for the grill tomorrow for Capone.
Congo.
Look at
Hey
this nigga
yo.
coming fresh with a pause. He coming
Hey
out the
yo.
gate with a pause
Hey
worthy shit.
yo.
You, you out of control. You out of control. Hey,
Nah,
listen,
I'm
you
just
love when
saying,
the
it's Battle
holidays
Creek.
come.
Y'all know for cereal and conies, right?
I mean, we the cereal city. We the
Listen,
small. They
man.
call us the smallest city,
Nothing
most
wrong with a
well
little
known.
glizzy at a cookout, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, niggas gonna eat a few of them. Don't act like a hot dog bun ain't in your diet this motherfucking fourth.
Right. I act like them shits is yeah.
You know what I mean?
Niggas gonna eat a little glizzy.
It's a lot to talk about. Jack, did you been on any trip? Last time we came, they used to. You was in L.A. You was in New York. You always traveling. Did you go anywhere since the last time they seen you?
Well, last week I was in Orlando.
Okay.
I was
What
in
was going
Orlando
on down that way that you
chilling
can
out.
tell us about? I know a lot of this shit top secret, but
Nah,
what you
just chilling. Got some business interests out there. So
okay?
just
You ain't
looking.
bumping the Lil Wayne while you was down there.
Who?
You said you was where? New Orleans?
No, 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 no. I said Orlando,
Oh,
Florida,
Orlando,
home
Florida.
of Disney World.
Okay.
This nigga
You're,
said Little Wayne.
I thought you said New Orleans.
Oh,
I said this thing. Fuck, when did you go there? Oh,
Nah,
okay. Anyhow,
but a lot of people's in New Orleans right now for the Essence Fest and all that. I went there twice, so
what is?
that's
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not really hip to the Essence Fest. Give us a little.
well, the Essence Fest is basically Essence Magazine. You heard of Essence Magazine before, right?
I think he's doing a
Look like it's fucking
little
Battle Creek.
readjusting.
His Battle Creek internet got popped or
Yeah, you
something. Or
know
somebody
he
called.
he
But
ain't no
anyway, that's cool.
good.
I can handle it. So anyway, for our viewers that are watching, Essence Fest happens every year. Essence Magazine. So they have a lot of performances and panels and all types of shit. And it's arguably from what they say is
Yeah.
like a haven for single women to congregate and network with each other and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everyone that's out in New Orleans at the Essence Fest. Y'all be safe. Oh yeah, Capone got knocked out. Damn, he'll be back in a second though.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on in New York though? Cause what is it looking like out there? I know that the
The weather's a little dreary. It was a little rain, but it's clearing up. Um, ain't really nothing going on right now. I don't really have no big plans. Might do something with the family tomorrow or something like that. Other than that, I'm chilling.
My bad, fellas, man. I guess
that battle
Battle creaking out there, huh?
bullshit, man.
Canada,
That battle
Canada cut my power off for a minute.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let me re-intro myself, man. My bad that I left, man. But let me hit this on you. Hey, big dog. What you want? All right, man. Now it's right, man. I had to get everything adjusted. You know what I mean? Shit went
Oh, you
off.
put your little,
Forgot to plug my laptop in, Lou. All this talking I'm doing up here, and I forgot to plug my laptop in. Died on me. Anyway, where was we at? What did I miss? Fill me
Nah,
in.
we ain't really missed too much, man. But let's get down to it, man. You know what I'm saying? They had some big things going on this week, man. With our brother Sean Puffy Combs, you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna talk about that last. We're gonna talk about that all night. Oh, you
Yeah,
just
I'm ready to get into it now. This is the juiciest stuff that's going on, man. I'm ready to get active with
Hey,
it.
let's do it
You know
then.
what I'm saying?
Let's go there with it, man. How
Yeah,
you
man.
feeling when you heard the verdict that all
I
of the
was happy
serious
for the
stuff?
brother. I was happy. Actually, I was happy for him. You know what I'm saying?
But wasn't it a general feeling of like most cats was like, well, I ain't gonna say most cats, but there was like a hell of a feeling that I'd have felt was
I've been
like,
in jail before. You know what I'm saying? So I did a stretch. So anytime somebody beat the system to me, you know what I'm saying, is a win for me. You know what I'm saying? Especially the federal system. You know what I'm saying? And especially a black, you know what I mean, leader like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's a freak, you know what I'm saying?
think
that
understate.
don't you know what I'm saying? That don't mean you're supposed to just railroad them. You know what I'm saying? Like they keep saying with the immigrants, due process, just do and all that, you know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. They don't give us that same, you know what I'm saying, just due process and just do and all that shit. It don't matter how much money you got, you know what I'm saying? When you got this brown skin color, they hate you, man. Feel me?
nah, I'm feeling that, man. I in a minute, somebody from in one of our chats, a female, we're gonna bring you up here and get your perspective on this Diddy thing, but we're gonna chop it up about it for just a minute till we figure out which one of y'all got something good to say. But
But I got a question, Capone, since you like the law, the living law library and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
you was in the system, and you know how the point system and all. I think Little Sean had put it on his page, like with the point system, how it works.
Yeah,
So
so with Diddy,
That's not even a federal crime.
right, but he be in charge of federal court right now, right?
Yeah, but it's still not a federal crime, though.
I know, but I think what he asking about Lou is like he asking my opinion on what kind of time he gonna be looking at now,
I know, and that's
right?
why I said what I said.
So listen, you know the charge, right?
Yeah,
we know the charges, but we know the two that
prostitution. You know what I'm
mixed up.
saying? Freaking out.
It's what they did is it's actually this is not new. Jack Johnson and Chuck Berry both got charged with the same shit.
Jack Johnson, the boxer from like 1875.
Yeah, and Chuck Berry's was worse though. Chuck Berry took a 14-year-old across the state line, and they charge him with the same shit. It's under the it's something called the
The man law.
man law. Yeah, it's under the man law. They both got charged under the man law. Jack Johnson got 1 year, and Chuck Berry got 3 years. You telling me somebody took somebody across the state line, only a 14-year-old across the state line, and only got 3 years, and you telling me somebody who damn near a billionaire got that kind of money, who was with an adult? Let's
And
call
never
worst
been to
case
jail.
scenario.
That nigga,
Worst
that
case
nigga don't have a
scenario.
record, bro.
The
Boy,
worst
he don't
case
have he
scenario is
don't have no
3 years.
record.
That's my
He
point.
don't
He
got no record.
automatically qualified for safety valve if they try to hit him with any kind of mandatory minimum, anything like that. He don't got no points. You know what I mean? He couldn't have had no points because he ain't got no bunch of arrests. He
Right.
looking at probation to 2 years for real. And what that mean is usually they want to get you on some sort of electronic monitoring.
Probation time served.
Yeah, probation.
Stay away from
I think Lou,
Cassie.
they may hit him with electronic monitor so we can tell where you at because we still feel like you could be a threat to some of the people who
Yeah, they're gonna do that
testified.
for a little while, but
You
that
know,
shit
they
is
might
not
throw
gonna
that
be.
ankle monitor on him for a minute and they want to know what time he get in that house.
Oh,
But
they definitely gonna put him on a supervised release for a little second.
yeah, because
probably a little year
they're
at
gonna try to
least.
knock his head in.
You know,
They're gonna try to knock his head in or something like they did OJ and the rest of them. But definitely once this case started unfolding and we was looking at the charges, it just wasn't making sense. Like, because y'all keep talking about him and his girl and doing whatever they was doing personally, which I guess is illegal if you pay somebody for sex as a prostitute, that's illegal. Then
Yeah.
that's the crime that got committed. You know, if it even and they don't even. This shit happened in Vegas about 25 times a week.
25 times.
At least 25 times. I'm talking about the arrest.
Every
Oh,
day.
You
right.
know what I mean?
Them
They
niggas is
taking
getting
25.
hard. They getting
Yeah,
released on own recognizance. They not staying in no fucking jail. That's just
Well,
like me. I ain't have a record going, on anywhere. On, I mean, I pick up a prostitute, I go to jail. Nigga, I'm getting out the same night.
yeah. Going
I'm
to the
getting
book
out the same night.
you're
and
getting
coming
out the
I'm
home.
same night.
no ifs, no ands, no buts. Oh, you understand where I'm coming from? I'm getting out the same night, boy.
Yeah,
Same night.
that's what I'm saying. And so
Same night. Even if
so
I
now
had
that
10 hoes, same night.
everybody who been in the streets is looking at Lou, listening to him right now, saying they know he right. So the thing is, so why has he been in there almost a year already? So that just show you right off the bat, it's really just because of his celebrity anyway.
Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
he could just get an immediate release, but I
And then Shorty
that
gonna say this girl gonna say that she's gonna say that the reason why he didn't get bail because she said she was scared for her life. Baby, boy, you was just in the town for years and you wasn't scared for your life.
right.
Mm,
You
mm.
wasn't scared then.
That's a
What makes you
fact.
so petrified now, bitch?
I think I I think what
It's-
it is.
Uh,
I think what it is they
that
wanted to prove a point.
nigga, he gonna want to stay away from her. He ain't worried about her no more.
And honestly, we know. I mean, he did
I,
some of that
I,
shit.
agree,
But I think
I agree with that nigga Ray said. Once he seen Clarissa, same shit me and Ray said. Clarissa and all that, lit, TV show, all that. Yeah, she wanted blood. She wanted
the
blood.
jealousy start popping out.
She back with Mom Dukes. Yeah, she wanted blood. Yeah. Yeah,
she's
she
like,
wanted
fuck
blood.
that. I did all of this
She
and
wanted blood.
I ain't getting no look.
And I keep seeing people saying shit like, well, that's what happened. Like, that's what happened when you a victim. You keep, man, listen, you not texting nobody excited about some shit you don't want to do
Right.
when they ain't even thinking about doing it. So, I mean, it just didn't match up. Had it would have matched up and all this would have been real, like,
Yeah, I'd have gave her the benefit.
I could
Yeah,
see where the hate, I could see where the
I'd have
hate
been
would
pro
come
her.
from.
I'd have been pro her because I have
Right.
women in my family and I love my women in my family and I don't want them to get treated, you know what I'm saying, mistreated in the wrong kind of way. But if down with it, like what you want me to do about it? What you want me to do about
Yeah, that's wild. Hey, Melissa,
it?
you want to come up?
Who is
Yeah, get
Melissa?
her.
Let's introduce this to my Melissa. You send her the link.
No, I haven't sent it.
Anybody that's watching, if you want to come up, hit me on my DM or something. I'm gonna send you the link. We want to get a woman up here and get perspective. Get some insight on just what your opinions are.
Yeah,
So
I gotta, because I really don't want to be like misrepresentative
Yeah, it's just one sided,
of
male
one
sided. You
side
know what
of
I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. And I'm
like
usually,
Ye
really like
Diddy.
objective on certain situations, but it's just that, it's just that certain situation. I didn't agree with it. Uh
No, I just had to grab. That's me. I just got to grab this link. My bad.
oh. I'm not the
All right, bet I got it. Let me get out of here. Anyhow, Melissa, yeah, I'm gonna send you that link real quick, and if you want to come up, and so we can hear your point of view.
make sure she's not gonna be scared to be up here with three guys. We gotta ask for
She
consent.
I trust she definitely not scared.
Make sure you know what I'm saying. We gotta make sure
Trust me. She definitely last thing she is scared.
No, okay, cool.
You know what I mean?
You just gotta be mindful of that. So I mean, why we waiting on
Melissa,
that?
I'm sending this link to you in your Facebook. While we waiting on you,
I want to ask, do you guys think? How do you think? Um, once he's out, how do you think he's gonna be? Like, do you think he's gonna kind of like play the chill shit for like a little bit and then get back into like diddling like how he diddles, or you think he kind of like
Nah, man. I
takes on a
mean,
different role?
he's
Like,
he,
where do you think he goes with it?
I think it's hard. It's gonna be hard for him to get back and maintain. Think about this. They just was trying to give you life if they could, just because you got a little bit off your square. I mean, we all know Diddy to be
Um,
a savvy businessman.
I
You know
don't
what
I
I
don't
mean?
necessarily agree with you on that, Capone. I don't think he's out of it. He's like you said, he's a savvy businessman, and he has a lot of supporters. You know what I'm saying? The black community, a lot of people supported him, man. So it wasn't just like it was a big one-sided hurt thing. I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? He got acquitted of the charges. Like what more?
Well, they still gonna hit him with the
I'm
prostitution.
not a
They're gonna charge him with
racketeer.
the prostitution though, so he
Okay,
cannot. You know
I
what I mean?
bought. You know how many of them? How many of these execs buy pussy all day? They fly to these countries and get these young ladies. You know what I'm saying? They do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's and in some places, prostitution is legal. So in
Yeah,
Vegas, you know what I'm saying? So how will he be looked at in Las Vegas? Will he be looked at as or because even up here, some places prostitution is legal. You know what I'm saying? So how will he? You know what I mean? Like, you boy, you know what I mean? I don't get it. And then
yeah.
really the
It's
prostitution, I look like it really wasn't even for him. It looked like it was for the women.
I gotta play devil's advocate now because if all three of us agree, then we don't have a debate. So let me jump on the other side for a minute.
Oh, so
Um,
you want to purposely jump on the other side?
yeah, I gotta jump on the other side because somebody may be out there and may be saying what these motherfuckers is not
I feel like
representing.
we pro Diddy
We
in
too
here.
pro Diddy. But
Mm.
but what if
Listen,
she
man,
was
there's
scared though?
nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with standing on how you feel and be believing in what you believe in.
Let
Because
me. I want to ask you
the
something though
system
because
proved that, the allegation some of the allegations and most of the hardcore allegations were false. So what's wrong with me still supporting a
right, but there's
brother?
other stuff
You know,
that she
I
didn't
don't get it.
that he wasn't charged with, Lou.
You know what I'm
There's other
saying?
stuff
People
he
people
wasn't.
make mistakes, things happen. It's not gonna be the first person to make a mistake, and he's not gonna be the last person. Long as he learned from it, you know what I'm saying, and don't let
So
it
is you
happen
expecting
again.
us? Is you expecting the people who on his side to forget
I've
that
made
they just
mistakes
watching them
before,
kick
and I
her?
don't want to, be
Can
keep
you not
being
hear me?
judged upon my past. You know what I mean? Past things I've done. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on. Let's heal. You know what I'm saying? And let's do that.
Can you hear me, Lou?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother. I can hear you.
Okay. Listen. So what about motherfuckers watching them kick her down the hallway like a football for 10 minutes? A lot of people don't care that that's old.
Listen,
Come on, you just said
he apologized for that. He apologized for that, and he paid $30 million for that. What more do you want? You want
That's
me to
fair.
kill myself? You want me to die? Like, what do you want?
That's
Like,
that's a good that's a good
right? Like, what do
that's a
you
good
want
rebuttal.
from me? What do you
Yeah,
want from
okay.
me?
So people,
And
so
it
then what
wasn't one
about
sided. And I bet you, I'm not gonna sit here and say because I didn't see it. You know what I mean? I bet you she laid hands on him before.
probably a little slap
oh
here and
yeah,
there.
Little,
she's and
little,
she little too.
yeah,
You
yeah. I
know them
bet
little
that.
motherfuckers
Like,
will
yeah, yeah.
rip your face off.
And then
She might
too,
have
you
threw a
have to
bottle.
realize too the whole circumstances of the whole thing. They're on pills, they're on cocaine, they're on liquor, and I'm not just saying him. They're on this shit for days. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, no sleep. It's just a lot of different elements to this whole thing, and they need help, both of them. And you know what I mean? And they need healing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying, bro. It's a whole lot of elements to this story, bro. It's not just blaming
I
him.
think everyone's
Ah,
amplifying
out
it
of here.
because of who he is, and I think
Out of
he has a point.
If
It,
you got a
I know the
question, put
viewers
it
ain't
in the
gonna like
chat.
me, man, but I don't care. Fuck y'all.
I mean, we gotta have we gotta have some
Look,
honesty there.
no, I'm saying last time we had the other discussion, you know what I'm saying? I was definitely on the ladies' side, you know what I'm saying? When I was up here. But this time I'm standing on business with
Copy the
you.
link and put it into your search
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah. Copy the link. Get up.
Um,
get this
This gonna
debate going.
this gonna be a hot topic anyway because a lot of women and a lot of girls that been through shit just feel like he got away with something just because didn't
I
have
know a
enough
lot of
evidence.
women that don't feel like he got away with it. Nothing. Like I know a lot of women that's saying he's just a freak. So it's just
They
like it's just
saying that in my chat right now. Swear to
yeah,
God,
yeah. It's just yeah. So I'm saying it's a
they
lot of
saying that
women
right
that's
now.
saying that
Yeah, toughies.
I'm seeing something here like the backlash of
and I'm not advocating for domestic violence. I'm not an advocate for it. Like I said, I have a lot of women in my family. You know what I mean? I love them. I don't want men hitting them or nothing like that. I'm just talking about the case. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
so
That's all.
I'm seeing something here. I'm scrolling through Instagram and Brother Truth has like a meme up that says, "No, I cannot take you on vacation. That is a federal charge. Don't ask me no more. Transportation for prostitution."
Right.
My
I heard a brother say, you can't even I can't send you an Uber. That's that they don't want you to send an Uber. They don't want you to pay for an Uber no more.
so
You know what
my
I'm saying?
question to you both is: do you think that as because of the effects of what's happened with this trial, is this going to change the way that people date and people interact with their significant others, or
I don't think so, because some was on some real freaky shit. Niggas ain't really actually doing no shit like that in they actual households like that. You know what I'm saying? He was doing some outlandish freaky shit. You know what I mean? He was
but
directing his
technically,
own
as per the
pornos.
charge, right? As per
What?
the charge, if you tell someone, "Hey, I'm gonna send you an Uber to come so we could do something," that technically is sex
That's I'm
trafficking.
trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
So, what I'm asking you guys are: do you think that now, because of this, that there's gonna be that men are gonna be more strategic, that there's gonna be a difference in the way that men and women interact with
Broke
each
niggas ain't got to worry about that. Them rich rapper niggas, yeah, yeah. Broke niggas ain't got to worry about that. You know what I mean? Regular niggas ain't got to worry about that still.
other. Yeah, Capone, your mic is off. You got it on mute.
Even though it's a lot of people feel exactly the way Lou feel.
Those
There's so many. I guarantee you,
broke niggas
because you
ain't got to
got
worry
people
about
like
that.
you seen the
You
Mark
know what I'm
Lamont
saying?
Hill nigga, right? He said he should have been charged. They went around the room and they asked him, so what charges should they charge him with? He's supposed to be the smart doctor cat, right? He said he should have been charged with everything. I believe he did everything. I know if he's saying that, and I ain't just taking his word, but if he's saying that, there's a group and representative of people that probably feel exactly just like that. I don't know why they would feel that way,
Because they're not
but
educated on the law. That's not per the law. That's not what it is. They just sensationalized the charges because it just made everything. They got what they wanted. They wanted something. They got something, right? At the end of the day, that's not the
Embarrass
law.
him and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So
do you
I
think
mean,
this touches any of his relationships? Like, does this ruin any of his relationships in the game, or does everybody? And I'm not expecting that y'all actually know this, but I'm saying, especially you, Jack, being around a lot of these people,
Yeah, it will.
is
It
he
will.
kind of like a red?
My bad for cutting you
Is
off,
he like a
Capone. I
red
think so.
flag, like a
Yeah,
red
I
blinking
think it
flag
will
when he
though.
come around?
I think it will. Some cornballs in a lot of women.
I'm gonna
Okay.
be honest with you.
And you know
You
what
know,
I said? Yo, this nigga Kid Cudi, he ratted for no reason. My son about to come home, boy. He gonna slap the shit out you.
Damn, Cuddy, you
Capone,
did all
he
that.
ate the cheese for no reason. He thought he was sending my man up the creek. He thought he was. He ate the
well,
cheese.
I
He
think
thought he was sending this nigga.
you know,
You know, Diddy put hands on niggas. He gonna slap the shit.
He did. He slapped my boy. He slapped Drake.
yeah,
Oh
Right.
shit.
yeah.
J. Cole, all them little them conscious niggas, he gonna put hands on them niggas.
Well, I'm gonna be honest
Telling
with
you,
you.
boy.
I've
Yeah. That
with a
nigga told for no reason, bro.
I
Nigga
spoke
crazy.
to answer your question, Capone. If you think there's going to be any backlash or whatever, like I've spoken to some of my peers, and it was a lot of people, some of my peers that was like, "Yo, they were glad that he's not gonna spend the rest of his life in prison." And some people were in his favor. So I don't think he's gonna be done. I think is he gonna have to rebrand? Is he gonna have to repair some relationships? Is he gonna have to repair his public image? Absolutely, but done? Nah.
I thought something else was interesting, which is when everybody say Diddy, his name is usually synonymous with homosexual activity.
That's not true. That's not what I think about.
Hold on, just 1 second. I'm saying kids in the street, Diddy party, all that shit is a saying to reference something gay. But what I was gonna say is this: I didn't see any gay shit that he like of true enough. The shit he was doing was weird, but none of the men said that he tried nothing. That was interesting because a lot of all this gay shit they say about Diddy, and really he just wanted to watch a porno movie in person. That's what he really was doing.
That's what he was doing. He's directing his own porno.
He watched the porn in person. That's what he really was doing.
The craziest part, the only thing I was really mad at my son about.
Jack, look at Jay. I could tell by his face he about to say some bullshit.
Only thing he did bad. Only thing when he did bad that got revealed was he was getting a nut rubbed on him.
He's swimming in
That's the craziest shit. Like, come on. He like take that, like he wild. That's so crazy. That's the craziest shit of all time, boy.
That is the craziest shit for that.
Of all time. I never even heard no shit crazier than that. You heard?
I mean, I know I've heard of the cuck shit, but I ain't never heard of no niggas swimming in the semen like that. Like that's a little crazy right there.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's damn near unbelievable.
Yeah, but now it all comes out, man. I know you're a Queens guy, you know what I'm saying? I don't want this to come back at you. This is all me, you know what I'm saying? This is all me. I see why your man 5-0 is so angry, man.
Why is that?
His baby mom's running the train on her, going nuts on her, going nuts. Like going nuts on it though. Like, and I see why that shit was driving him insane. Like insane. That shit, I like.
Well, let me ask you guys a question because I mean, obviously,
if that was me, I would have been going crazy to a nigga I don't like.
So what?
A nigga I don't like got my BM going nuts like that.
No, you running the train with her, and she never let me run a train with her.
Right, like all type. You never let me like it's crazy, right?
That's crazy shit.
So do you feel like? I mean. So you feel like you feel like that he was justified for his actions and reactions and his disdain and all of that kind of stuff. So so you feel it's justified.
What's justified?
His disdain and his 50's actions and all that.
He's supposed to be all this gangster, this player and all that. Nah, it ain't justified, nigga.
50 did make a comment after his charges was dropped.
What did he say?
He put a big
He said this nigga Diddy done beat the feds.
Right. Did you see the comments though? You gotta look at the comments. You gotta look at the they was roasting that nigga. They was roasting that.
They super duper
unforgiving. I fuck with 50, but I see why. Because I'd have been acting too, like, damn boy.
You think anybody got to walk? You think anybody got to walk down apologies from all the shit? Do you remember when this shit first kicked off? How all the niggas was acting like, man, this faggot ass nigga should have been in prison. I shouldn't even say that. But you know what I mean? They were saying,
they were saying it, nigga. They were saying it yesterday. They were saying it yesterday.
Hey, me and you we just was talking. Wasn't that me and you?
Yeah.
Talking to another nigga about it.
Yeah, you seen the message,
New York too. I think he's from Brooklyn, ain't he?
Nah,
he ain't from Brooklyn.
They said that in unison.
We ain't just jacking anybody now.
No, but that's why I keep saying that.
Jacking anybody.
Some people.
What happened to your homegirl? She got cold feet.
Yeah, where's she at? She got cold feet.
I guess how I'm sending the link through Facebook, it won't let her.
We're not gonna jump her. It's gonna be me.
Melissa, if you still in here, or Tiana, I sent it to you too.
All these Gene Bills and all these niggas, man.
Word. Okay, little Jay's in here, little Lusky. What up, little Lusky family?
Who's that? Jalen,
Yeah, yeah.
my son. What up, boy? Yeah,
Frico not Rico. Who put that in there?
Oh, that's my man Marks right there, man.
Okay.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Rico, not Rico.
So overall,
Tell
Diddy
Mark, tell
out.
Mark to join, man. Tell join. Let's get some different perspectives, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some guys in here, guys, ladies, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah, who gonna pull up, man?
I
Who?
seen some guys and some. I even seen some guys saying that he should have been in jail. I don't see that. I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
There was a couple of guys, even at our Xbox chat, that was like,
Yeah, I
it seemed like
remember.
they were really appalled and everything. So, you know,
Hey, listen, man. Everybody don't feel the same way, man.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, like you said, though. Man.
Some people just don't feel the way.
Hold
I
on.
wonder how his kids and all that. I mean, probably a great feeling when them all that shit get dropped because you gotta think about it. Niggas was treating him like it was for dead. He calling to the streets trying to get favors, won't nobody answer the phone, ducking he and that bitch sick. That I don't know if you remember them phone calls they used to was releasing when he first got in there. They kept releasing. They were saying it was him and his son.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They was down bad for a minute. Son out here fighting people. They may bounce back, man. You know, sometimes your bounce back is where you really make a come up. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact.
So it
Do
ain't
you
like it's
guys
over
like?
with.
I mean, do you guys think that? Because I know, like, one of the court dates, like his daughter, the twins, or something, was kind of like listening to that stuff. Like, I mean, who do you think he's like repaired? Who does he have to say sorry to first? You
I
think
don't
it's
think
like
Diddy said sorry to nobody.
you think he like sits the kids down, or his moms, or like like the public, like
Yeah, he probably did. Well, he probably got to have a talk with his kids, but more so because I feel like maybe he didn't feel like they was moving right. 'Cause in that one video, he was like, "Tell that light skinned nigga to go sell his car and quit asking me for money. I'm locked up." So he might have to give him a little guidance for the next time, Jack.
who's gonna have to give him some guidance?
Puffy.
Okay, so
Puffy.
moving along, what else is going on? I mean, this can't be the only thing until somebody come up with.
Well, I did just see a lot of these podcasts and a lot of people is going crazy over this picture of Drake. They saying that he got fake abs. You know what I'm saying? saying
I
he
ain't
got
gonna lie, I ain't even see that shit.
Yeah, they saying he got etched abs, and I don't care, but I did just see a lot of hate because the picture wasn't for the nobody, no niggas. It wasn't for no men. He put it up there for the females. But damn,
Oh,
even if his abs is fake,
okay.
you wouldn't take a picture if you
Get
had
back in
fake
tune.
abs?
What up, guys? What I missed? My bad. I had to roll up real quick, man. My bad, fellas.
Yeah,
Nah, he was talking about the Drake with the John Cena etched on abs or whatever that shit is.
What we talking
yeah.
I
about
They,
think that
abs for, my nigga? I ain't talking
well,
about
I'm
no
I'm
abs.
bringing up another point, Lou.
Nah, man.
Bringing up
All right.
a point that news so dry in the hip hop world. One of the biggest topics right now, besides Diddy, is Drake took a picture with his shirt off.
It ain't
And I,
dry.
that wasn't a
shit, what
big
else
topic
going
for me.
on?
Oh,
That wasn't a big topic for
I
me.
mean, what's the biggest album out right now?
right. Yeah,
A
you're
lot of
right. Hip hop is dead.
see this
Hip hop
now.
is dead.
I did
No,
take a
I'm
listen.
being serious when I ask
Listen,
that. What do you think the
I
biggest
did take
album
a
out
listen to the King Combs project produced by Kanye, and I can honestly say it's not bad.
right now? I wouldn't even click that shit. You
Why?
saying it's
Why not?
decent?
It's not bad. I mean,
King
Niggas not
Combs,
even making music no more. Where's the good R&B music at?
oh, okay. So I got something for y'all. So you,
Where's the good soul music at? Where's that stuff at? Who's making that kind of music? Like where's the good
I'm
artists
ready
at?
to cancel my subscription because I'm listening
These
to
people
old
are
music.
in a rut. Where's the summer anthems at? Only nigga with a summer anthem is my little cousin.
What's the number one song right now in the country for hip
I
hop?
need another shot. That shit hard. That's where it's at right there.
yeah,
Man,
hip hop and R&B is definitely on the.
yeah, the music industry, the creativeness.
I
Is that
said
I
all
think
that
it's
to
yeah, I
segue
think it's
to.
like a little bit too saturated, man. It's like a little bit too many people doing too much of the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't
Just
gonna
like
lie. I ain't gonna lie. I think one of the last really good R&B albums was that Diddy shit he dropped a couple of years. I
That
wouldn't be mad
shit was hard. I
if
still listen to it.
had a love part two.
What? I still listen to that. I
Yeah,
still listen to that. That
I
shit
wouldn't
fire,
be mad.
especially that him and Summer Walker.
Oh yeah, that shit was hard.
That shit hard.
I wouldn't be mad if he dropped the love album part two, like just or the hate, or you know what I'm saying, like something that kind of is like contrasting. But like I'm pretty sure he got enough records that he did when he was creating that album that he can make another one that's like similar. Because that
You
was
know,
a very, very well produced and curated
Right,
album.
but everybody dying. They sending everybody to jail. All the good artists and all that. They dying and going to jail, man. You know what I'm saying?
you
Lil
you know.
Durk, he in jail. Lil King Von, he dead. You know what I'm saying? Tory Lane's in the can. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you guys,
Kanye bugged out.
who do y'all think gets out first? Tory Lanez or R. Kelly?
Tory
Tory
Lane.
Lane's. Are you
So
done? They
y'all
not letting R. Kelly out.
think R. Kelly got a chance?
Tory Lane's
R.
got a
Kelly.
dime. He got a
Yeah,
he got a dime. He coming. He coming out.
yeah. His good time that kicked in. He done got stabbed.
Right.
He finna get
And
up
he
out
got
of. He might be
stabbed
out
up
before we
too. Yeah,
know
he
it.
getting out. Yeah, he getting
He
out.
might be out before we know it. But one more thing
R.
on that
Kelly,
Diddy
yeah,
thing, what I
they
did
ain't.
want to say, Jack, is I kind of forgot. Like we already had discussed this before, and I remember mentioning the fact that the jury instruction was going to play a big part in his
Yo, I'm gonna come back
sentencing.
in real quick. I gotta.
Go
You
ahead, go
mean?
ahead. The jury shits was going to play a big part in his sentencing because no matter what they hear at trial, they still going to do what they want to do. I'm gonna play this clip real quick to
Okay, cool.
remind us. This is really like a common litigation strategy to enhance the clarity in the complex federal trials because a lot of people, if you haven't been in a trial before, what happens is when it comes down to sentencing time, the judge will give specific orders, um, which are called jury instructions. So after you've heard everything that you've heard, the judge will come in and say, well, I'm giving jury instructions, and the jury, it may be this. The jury instructions is you can't listen to any of the testimony from anybody who's came up here. Only thing you can use is the facts that we have from video recordings and the testimony from law enforcement. So that means you just went through 2 months of trial listening to all these people talk to absolutely use nothing that they talked about. This is probably one of the reasons why they're getting rid of this, because you don't have any solid evidence on the Kid Cudi bombing and you or the attempted. So there you have it right there. That I
Yeah.
mean, we had discussed this before, and I already had that foresight to think about when the jury instruction come in, all that shit that all these character witnesses and shit you brought in, these porn motherfuckers that you done brought in here, ain't none of them, and don't none of that matter. Because at the end of the day, once the judge say you can't take none of that into account, then you just can't take nothing into account.
Mm. So basically, you're saying that he got off kind of like off a technicality, so to speak.
I'm saying sometimes they rush to prosecute and they put the wrong charges on you if they really trying to nail you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it would have been smart to go to press charges on that video. I'm sure the statute of limitations ain't done. They could have still repressed that assault charge on him if they wanted to do it. You know, I mean, I'm not no fucking prosecutor, so but I'm just saying that would make more sense than trying to act like he had a whole network of prostitution. You know what I mean? That really didn't make any sense to me. So, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I also have did a nice portion of time in prison. I wouldn't want nobody to go through that either if they haven't did anything that was worth being in prison for. And I just think the in general consensus
Right.
is I had a couple ladies just text me like, nah, that nigga Diddy should be out. So most
He should
people
be out or he should be in.
like he should be out. So it's females who feel that way. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
you gotta understand. I mean, a lot of this, it may be some cosmetic debt that he gotta pay for other things. So I mean, obviously,
Because I'm
this
sure
is
he got away with some shit too.
what I don't like about the whole situation. Besides, it just really caused a real divide amongst people, right? Because like I got a lot of female friends that both like in the industry and not in the industry that really feel like he should rot in jail, and then I have a lot of males that don't feel like he should rot in jail. And what I've been seeing is there's a lot of discord between, both people about like who's right and who's wrong, and people are taking it personal. Like, oh well, if you side with him, I don't want to do business with you, or I don't want to like I look at you differently now. And I think that um, at the end of the day, like that's kind of like whack.
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to have an opinion. Um, if we to the point where you can't even have an opinion, I mean, who the hell who can you trust? I mean, just everybody walking around would just want to, do this fake shit and all act like we all think the same thing. Everybody don't think the same thing. That don't mean that you still not friends with somebody. It don't mean that you still aren't like-minded in other areas with people. Some people just don't feel like some shit is wrong. It's the same thing if you support Trump. If you're a Trump supporter and you black, motherfuckers they upset with you. They don't like it. You know what I mean? Because it's in your brain, once you come up with what this is to you, you know what I mean? People get to drawing lines and they try to make you stay on the side. You know what I mean? That's where we at. And you used to be able to say anything. Everybody used to be able to have their own opinion. And you still can have your own opinion, but if it's at jeopardy of making you lose money, making you lose friendships, making you lose status in the community, you know what I'm saying? Then why would you do it? You know what I mean? Why would you give an honest opinion? I know it's been a lot of times where you've been in a room and somebody asked a question and you had a funny ass answer pop in your mind, but you couldn't say it because it was kind of a dirty joke a little bit or something, and you didn't want nobody thinking you weird, so you just hold it to yourself. You know what I mean? You can't even be your own self half the time in the world. I mean, I do, and so when I do that, people don't like that. So,
Somebody in my chat said, Jack, you went to all the white parties. Don't lie.
oh shit, is that true?
No, I mean I've definitely been invited to a couple of parties, but I can't say that I went.
Jesus.
All right,
Christ.
so let's lighten the mood up a little bit because I'm kind of tired of talking about this shit. Personally.
Yeah,
So
I'm not gonna lie to you.
So we were talking on our show. So last week on That's Debatable, we had Damian Hall from Guy. And this week, episode will be out on Saturday. We had Slim from 112. And so what we've been doing is basically kind of like having a conversation. Check your phone. Having a conversation about R&B music, because obviously with a lot of the new stuff that's coming, like it's somewhat of a little resuscitation, a renaissance of R&B. But the only thing that I feel like there has not been a renaissance in musically in R&B has been the groups, right? So now with that being said, that means that like our R&B groups that we have from the past are still kind of revered because there's no new ones that are replacing them, so to speak. So my question to you is, we asked Damien, I didn't get to ask Slim, like, if you had a Mount Rushmore of R&B groups, who would you put on your R&B group Mount Rushmore?
Jodeci, Boys to Men, New Edition, and H-Town.
Okay.
You don't like H-Town?
I don't put them on no motherfucking Mount Rushmore.
I'm putting somebody else up there because I know you about to say all of the same ones everybody
So
else
you
in the
said,
world
so
said.
hold on, let me write this down. Let me put this in the chat. Group.
Yeah. Nah, Jodeci, man. Matter of fact, whoever in the chat,
R&B group.
because I damn near added Shy on there real quick.
Yeah, you fucking bugging, man.
I can have whoever I want on my
Yeah, let's change this
motherfucker.
graphic, this Diddy free graphic to R&B group Mount Rushmore. This needs to have a life, right? So you're telling me your R&B group Mount Rushmore. I want you to say it again. I want you to say it slowly, so it resonates with our listeners. Right? I just want to be clear. Who is on King Capone's R&B group? 4 best R&B group Mount Rushmore.
All right, I'm gonna give you this is my real list. Jodeci, Boys to Men. I'm gonna put Guy in there.
That's shocking.
Because the reason why he's shocked is we had a debate before off camera a couple days ago about Guy, and the debate was, is Guy a better group than Boys to Men? And that was really the bigger question. But we can talk about that in a second. So I got Jodeci, New Edition, Guy, and Belle Biv DeVoe.
Really?
That's the era I come from. Yeah, I'm not using everybody from right now. And
okay.
That was my shit. Poison, all that shit. I run around singing that shit. So what you think?
I think you're entitled to your opinion. Mine is pretty close to that. So I have Jodeci, Guy, New Edition, and 112.
That's 112 is damn near the same group as New Edition for real.
Nah, I don't think they are. 112.
112 decent.
Even though New Edition came first,
You might as well put Day 26 on that motherfucker too.
Nah. Come on, no. 112. You can't mention 112 and Day 26 in the same fucking conversation. Are you kidding me?
I'm just saying.
You can't mention them in the same conversation. 112 is.
You think 112 was better than Belle Biv DeVoe?
Yeah, they had more hits. Belle Biv DeVoe, you got to remember, was a subgroup of New Edition. So I can't. Who put Belle Biv DeVoe and New Edition because Belle Biv DeVoe is great for what they did, but I can't put.
Well, hold on. You know what? You're right. I'm gonna take Belle Biv DeVoe out, and we're gonna put Tony right there.
Now that would have been probably damn. So I forgot about that. I forgot about Tony. So now
you're not a real R&B head though. That's the problem.
So now I got to think about.
Melissa said
112 got more hits than Tony though. Unfortunately,
but I don't think the hits matter. I think it's really more of the impact it had on your life at that time. Your camera froze too.
Okay, hold on.
Somebody put in the chat: Boys to Men, Jodeci, Shy, and Destiny Child.
No.
Who you take? Shy up there though.
No.
And SWV. That's top 5. Boys to Men, Jodeci, Shy, Destiny Child, SWV. That's a tough list.
Is my camera still off?
Yeah, your shit off right now.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Hold on, wait.
Well, Yeah. Well, my thing is that I don't know what the fuck is going on my camera, but my thing is that I think if you do male and you have to do male and female separate. You got to do apples for apples. So I wouldn't even want to do that. Like, and me personally,
Yeah, but nobody ever said that there had to be male groups only though. That's a new setting. That's something new, a new filter you adding.
Well, I mean, I don't know about you, but I didn't sit there and listen to like a whole Destiny's Child album or TLC or nothing like that. I might have liked a couple of songs, but I wasn't.
I was a music head. I was listening to them.
I wasn't sitting there marinating on these albums personally. Not on no women's albums. You know what I'm saying? Now the dudes albums, because I can relate, of course, you know.
A few of y'all sent the link. Y'all could have clicked. Melissa and Autumn, both of y'all sent the link to.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to come in through my phone.
Yeah, back out and come back.
Yeah.
Back all the way out. Shut it and add back in there. Anyway, yeah, one thing I be telling these cats is because they from New York, they be having this little New York biased. You know, it's like a hive mind. Everybody thinking and saying the same thing. So with me being more Midwestern.
There we go. Am I back?
Yeah, you back. It was less of a bias. So Jack and me is gonna think differently about a whole lot of different when it comes to music. But hard. It's hard to have four, but all I can say is these is the groups that is like the soundtrack to my life, though. You know what I mean?
I mean, listen, all of them are to mine to a certain extent too. But
some I hold closer. You know, when Boyz II Men dropped, that's when I first started really getting along with girls. That was the thing. Put some Boyz II Men on.
I was a little younger, but I wasn't singing like On Bended Knee and I Make Love to You and all that. But I might have been singing.
That's because you
every freaking night. Or I might have been singing, taking my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't doing that Boyz II Men shit. I wasn't doing that. I Make Love to You and
you think it's something wrong with that?
Hotel Philly's back again, and I wasn't doing that.
So you didn't like Boyz II Men?
I like them. I think musically they're one of the greatest groups of all time. And they're one of the most successful groups. What I'm saying is from where I came from and from just my life experience, their music didn't resonate with the type of life that I lived or
listen, whoever's still around, whoever's still in whoever's chat. His original question was who was better, Guy or Boyz II Men? And I'm sure
that was a debate that we had privately last week. And what I said was Boyz II Men was more successful, commercially successful. But to me, musically, Guy's music was way more impactful than Boyz II Men. That's a fact. When you think about Guy's music, you think about you think about a window of time. Listen. A very specific window of time that is still revered and loved with everyone. You think about maybe like 1987 to like maybe 92. So you think about New Jack City. You think about like Juice. You think these movies. These are visuals, right? You hear that music. You think about all of the music that came in that era. Keith Sweat, I'll Be Sure, Mary J. Blige. You know what I'm saying? Heavy D, Biggie. When I think about Boyz II Men, I don't think about no period of time. I know when they came out. They came out in 91, 92, but I don't visually, it doesn't put me nowhere. When I hear a Guy record, I think about Color Me Bad. I think about like what was going on in my neighborhood in Jamaica, Queens, and Southside, and Baisley. I don't think about that when I fucking hear that. When you go to a barbecue, I don't hear people playing Boyz II Men.
Yeah, Boyz II Men usually remind niggas of when they was laid up with their first girl.
Not me.
Just saying. Everybody
I
gonna have
wasn't
different.
listening to motherfucker
Listen,
Boy.
somebody dropped a question in the chat and said, "How do you feel about that new Carter album?" Ask Jack how he feel about that new Carter album.
The Lil Wayne one.
Yeah,
Um,
they want you to rate it.
on a scale of
Yeah, 1 to 10.
1 to 5 mics, I probably would give it like 2.5, 3. I think he had a couple of. I mean, to me, and I guess I'm saying it because I know people who work with Lil Wayne personally that have played me way better records than what I've heard. I feel like maybe he's at the end of a deal, and he just say, you know what? Let me just get 20 records, put it together, and submit them, and submit it as as part of the album, so that he can like uh 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 meet his requirements and move on to something else. But I don't think sonically, I don't think it was a well thought about album. Like sequence, like the way it was sequenced, I think it was all over the place. Um, he had a couple of records that I thought was cool, but
Why call it Carter though? Like, and put that bullshit on there.
yeah, I mean, I guess because when you
We
say
gotta call trash.
when
That's
you say
that
the word
motherfucking album
Carter,
trash.
I think with him, when you say the word Carter, it takes you somewhere, right?
It's a name brand.
Yeah, it's a certain, yeah, right. So, but unfortunately, that album wasn't it to me.
Yeah, I didn't. I literally put 5 tracks on, start skipping through them. I couldn't find. You know how you put an album in, you skip through a couple and something just catch you, and you like, Now he ain't had none of that. I think that first song that's on there might be the best one on the whole album. And I also think this does something to Lil Wayne, like his legacy, like how LeBron doing all the shit he doing, and he got into his legacy. Just
Mhm.
all the little bullshit you doing that you don't gotta do. Like you already was the GOAT. You didn't have to drop none. If you're gonna drop something, don't drop no trash. You know what I mean? They didn't have no promotion behind it. He ain't came out and stood behind the album and said nothing. He just literally put some bullshit out and to let trick niggas into going to buy a. That's an old ass thing he got from back when he used to motherfucking drink lean all day. It's the old file of bullshit raps that he had put up. Them bitches don't got no
I mean,
direction.
you got to remember one of the songs banned from NO. He's rapping a song that's out. He rapped banned from TV, which was, the probably the arguably the best rap posse cut of all time. And then he just added like a couple of verses to it. He basically spit like, I didn't like that,
But I mean, where is his How to Love at? Like you listen to How to Love, he telling you a whole story. How the girl was fucked up, all that shit. He ain't tell one story. I mean, he just on that bitch. I'ma let ya, I'ma let ya, I'ma cut ya, I'ma bet ya. Like, bruh, we need to hear something. Then it shit did like 90,000 in the first week.
I mean,
That's sad. I know Lil Wayne fans who been cussing me out for 6 months before this album even dropped, telling me how this shit was finna be fire for my eardrums. And he just literally,
maybe he don't remember no story.
dog, it's a wrap.
You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
it's over with for Lil Wayne. If he drop another album, I ain't even clicking this shit. People gonna have to start going crazy. Man, that Lil Wayne fire.
Well, I already told you so far what the best rap album of this year is.
What's that?
Larry June and 2 Chainz with Alchemist. That's the best.
That is
so
a good
far.
album.
That's the best rap album, and I think the only album that may be close to it, or that may
you saying rap album?
Yes.
And we can't put that Drake shit in there because it's got too much singing.
The album is not better to me.
Then are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm not kidding you. Larry June.
Do they got a number 1 song out right now?
It doesn't matter. It's not.
How don't that matter? And that's the best album this year.
It doesn't matter. I don't care about the commercial appeal. I'm talking about just raps.
Yeah, but when you selling that story to somebody who may not listen to the Larry June 2 Chainz album, and
well,
we
maybe
want to
they'll
see,
go listen to it. You know,
is there a reason to? Because then it was none of the songs good enough to hit none of the charts.
That's not true. You know, Bad Choices was a good record. It's a lot of great songs on there. And the album, and another album that I'm looking forward to that they're teasing is Alfredo 2, which is Alchemist and Freddie Gibbs. Now, that first one was like really fire. I don't know. I'm not into so much.
It's sad when I'm waiting on a Jay-Z album.
That I don't think we're going to get another Jay-Z.
It's sad when I'm still waiting on a Jay-Z album. Like, what is y'all doing? I listen to when I'm talking about far as people that's out. Like, I'd rather listen to shit from around my way. Niggas out here is better than the shit I've been hearing. We got a lot of fire over this way. So it's like local music is really taking over. You know what I mean? The mainstream is just not there no more. It's just not, man. But and we're gonna have to find something else to do besides listen to music because they ain't giving us nothing. I done had to move to jazz a little bit.
Oh, what? Going back? Was you listening to the Ethiopian jazz?
No, I got a Ethiopian jazz.
No, it's a.
Do they got that's a genre?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna go check it out because I know it's probably decent. But yeah, I've been listening to the radio. I'm sad, and I got like 2-3 apps. But I still gotta spin. I'm still spinning Drake albums.
Are you excited about this alleged supergroup album that's coming out with Rakim, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, Kool G Rap, and possibly Slick Rick?
Fuck yeah. All of them niggas was my favorite rapper at one point.
You like Kool G Rap?
Except, yeah, fuck with
Kool G Rap. You know about Kool G Rap?
Fuck yeah, I know about Kool G Rap.
You know where he's from?
Yeah, probably Queens.
I just wanted to make sure.
Probably Queens.
And Kool G Rap, well, all of these guys were inspirations to a lot of the rappers that we love.
Prince of Darkness album was probably one of the biggest memories I got of albums because I was dating this little chick Denise, and she bought me the Prince of Darkness album for Valentine's Day. Yeah, Denise Huxtable.
Okay.
For Valentine's Day, and that album was fire to me. But all of them, everybody you just named, I can't imagine who doing the beats. Alchemist?
No, I don't know who's doing the
Wouldn't
beats.
that be crazy?
So you said Denise bought you the Prince of Darkness album?
Yeah, Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane for Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying?
How did you reward her for that?
You know, back then we was just hugging.
To her darkness?
We was just hugging back then, man. I was just a kid, man. Come on, man. We was both 15. You can't ask that question. You could go to jail just for asking that.
I didn't ask her age. I just said what you did.
Now you know the age. You can't say nothing else now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's move. Let's move right along. What
else you got that's interesting, man, that you done seen? What's something y'all done talked about that just is unresolved?
Well, we talked about we said the R&B group resurgence of R&B. I'm just like, honestly, to me, the summer don't really start until the 4th of July. So just looking forward to like a bunch of things that's coming up, and looking to take some more vacations.
Where's the next vacation spot?
Probably one of my boys is getting married, so I'm gonna do a cruise to the Bahamas.
Oh, we did. Yeah, I told you about that.
I think that's gonna be my next vacation. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my next vacation, probably there. I'm pretty sure I'll be up in New York again at some point before the end of the summer. New York is really like the best. And Ray actually said it this week on the show. I got to get that clip. New York is the best.
Ray who?
Ray Daniels.
Okay.
New York is the best place to be in the summertime. Like New York is a great place. If you've never been to New York,
what's the funnest place? If I was to go to New York right now, where should I go?
Well, I mean the whole city, but it just depends, like what you're into. So, I mean, you're a family man, and you're into uh educational things. So I'm pretty sure you want to spend a lot of time in the city, going to like some of the museums and stuff like that. I know you like to work on your tan, so maybe you go to the beach. Autumn, you go to the beach. Um, I know you're a bit of a foodie, so I'm pretty sure if you go to New York, I mean, there's a plethora of culinary choices
Your
there.
mic is muted.
There's a plethora of you can unmute it. There's a plethora
No,
of
she got to
culinary
mute
choices
herself.
in New
There
York.
she go.
What's going on, Winter?
What's up, Jack?
I'm chilling. How you?
Good. Thought I was gonna see the drone show, but I think I missed it.
The drone show. Where they do that at?
Out here at our fort, they have like a big fireworks thing, and today they was having a drone show out here, and I saw like two, but I think I might have missed the big thing.
Oh, don't the power cut off over there after 11 o'clock? When the windmill stop?
When the windmill stop.
Yeah.
The windmill.
So you really think we out in the woods?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta see it to believe it, man. I feel like Battle Creek is just like the country.
I mean,
To
it's
a
not
degree,
country.
to
It's
a
a
degree, it's
small
got some country
city,
to it.
but I mean, it's not country.
Yeah, it ain't that big, Jack.
I mean,
not
maybe
that
it's
big.
not in essence, but probably.
Listen, but you
way.
need to go when you come out here and shit. You're gonna be Marvel. We got some shit called grass. You're gonna love this shit. This shit feels so good on your feet. And I know you've been walking the mean concrete streets of motherfucking New York, but we got some good grass out here.
I don't like
Not grass though.
I don't like no grass and no dirt messing up my fresh pedicure. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness, we got squirrels.
Or dirtying up my
Oh yeah, that's we the home. We the home of the black squirrel. You ever seen a pitch black squirrel before?
Nah, I can't say that I have.
Yeah, well, that's all we got. They done whooped all the gray squirrels, and ain't nothing but it's a few gray squirrels.
Have you guys eaten a squirrel before?
Have you ever tried one?
Yeah.
How is it?
Our family down south killed Uncle Sam.
Squirrels.
He for Thanksgiving, it's like a ritual. They go out and kill squirrels.
You got the carrots and shit stuffed in it.
I don't know about no carrots, but he kills the squirrels. They skin them, and then like when we have our Christmas breakfast, family Christmas breakfast, I think they marinate it for like a month, and then they eat the squirrel.
Okay, so since you would eat a squirrel, hypothetically speaking, if you were stranded on a side of a mountain with other people, you gonna eat a person?
If I had to, probably. Shit, tastes just like chicken, right?
Depends what that meat smell like when it's cooking, huh?
Well, you got to
Autumn. Did you want to come up here and say something about something like that we said, or
oh my God, y'all talked about so much BS. Okay,
really,
just so much.
So you also think Boys and Men is not really an influential group? You agree with me?
No, I mean, like I like Boys to Men. I mean, like I agree with a lot of stuff y'all was saying, like as far as it being like a great group. But like if I'm about to get in the mood or something, I'm not gonna put on Boys to Men. I do agree. I do agree with that. I mean, they do have songs like that.
I want to listen to that shit.
That
that's day one. That's day one.
That right there. Yeah, that.
And that was a forced record. It made them do that. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Who made them do it?
Whoever, Gerald Busby, whoever was running Motown at the time. But come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. But I mean, it's a lot of other groups that you could add to greatest. It just depends on what era you're gonna go to. You're gonna go all the way back to like the Temptations, you know what I mean? Like back then you might have listened to Tony or whatever, but right now would you listen to that? So you gotta kind of just add to that. But I definitely think that the girls and the boys should be mixed, because like for me, I'm definitely wanting to listen to some SWV, you know what I mean, mixed with like some H-Town and, you know, Jodeci, Shy, like that kind of stuff. But I still would put
I
Boys
can't
to
believe
Men
Jack don't like H. You don't
up
like
there.
H-Town?
I
Jack?
like H-Town.
Yeah,
Tell
H-Town.
me why
H-Town only got 2 songs though.
you don't
Knock Me
love me,
Loose,
baby.
Nice and like it slow, or nice and slow, whatever that
Done
shit is.
my best to treat you
Come on
right.
now, they had on Tim's. I know you like them.
I mean, they
I
were
feel
influenced
so
by
much
by
pain.
us.
Bye, bye,
Okay, all
bye.
right. Hush, hush. We done
Stop
with
forsaking me,
that.
lady. Come on,
Now
man,
let's
y'all
go back to
tripping.
this Diddy thing real quick. So and we're gonna make this super quick. So one, please, y'all, stop saying what y'all think that women's opinions are, because y'all a lot of times be far off. That's the first
I
thing.
don't think I said that. I'm very specific
Mm.
before I speak.
We got to go back and watch that. But anyways, I think for what he was charged for, he should have been free. I do agree that he was an abuser and he used his money to really abuse a lot of women. And I think that this particular thing, he used his charges to even further abuse Cassie. And now the reason that I say that is because at any time his lawyer could have butted in and objected to the stuff they was talking about, because it really had nothing to do with what he was charged with. But I think that he did that so that he could further embarrass her, because she took that money from him, because we didn't really know what happened. Like, we kind of speculated this might happen, but we didn't know, you know. And this, putting that out there, is embarrassing, regardless if she ain't did it in 20 years, whatever, you know. It was embarrassing to
No,
hear.
it wasn't 20. It was probably about 10, not even 10 years. I
Right.
think.
Okay. Well, 10 years ago, you know what I mean? She got children now, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it is embarrassing to hear, embarrassing to her, embarrassing to her husband. One day her kids gonna hear it, you know. So I think that he let that go so that he could just embarrass her. So, but he should be free for what he was charged for. They had evidence with just that video and no testimony to charge him with other things that they could have done, but they didn't do that.
Mhm.
So, you know, it was just a joke. The whole thing was a joke. He definitely should be free when it comes to that. I think that it is not going to hurt him when it comes to women specifically, because he got money. Because when it comes down to it, majority of women don't really care. And women can say that they do care, but no woman wants to mess with a broke man.
I ain't
So,
messing with no broke nigga, but she
right.
ain't fucking with no broke nigga.
So by him having money automatically puts him at an advantage of messing with women. That women are going to think that they can change him to be whatever, but he's a freak. Period. We all know that. And if you down with that lifestyle, then that's, you know, that's cool. That's what you want. He got money, y'all freaks. It is what it is. He an abuser 100%. I believe his kids also know, because most of the stuff he did with his sons. And you know, like, I know with our kids, even if we try to hide something from them, they know. They know what's going on. You know what I mean? They know. So them kids knew. They knew what they daddy doing. They know how they dad is. So I don't think any of this really comes to a surprise to his children. Now, his mama might be a different story. He may owe her an apology, because I would be pissed if I found out my son was out here beating people. But again, his mom may have known, because if Cassie's this girl like that and they together every day, she's seen her with at least one black eye.
I want to address this headline here at the bottom.
Jack said he was going to the Diddy. Why do you mess with Jack every day?
Talk to Jack.
Why you deal with this dude?
Nah, I said that. I would.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just,
that,
you know,
that.
Is you gonna sip the drink?
Nah, I wouldn't do that. But just you know, I'm a media, I'm media, so I would need to go there and see who's there, and maybe get an interview, get some words from him. So yeah, I would
The
go.
thought of putting any of that baby oil ever cross your mind on?
Nah, not at all, man. I lotion. I use I lotion up very well before once I get out the shower. I don't need no additional lubricant.
You think a lot of people gonna be scared to go to Diddy parties?
No, I think it's gonna make more people curious, actually.
Yeah.
And I think that what's gonna happen
Can't
is
nothing happen there now, though, right?
what's gonna happen is he's gonna really find his tribe because the people see, as much as there's people that's out there saying that how repulsive there's also a sliver of people somewhere that's saying, oh my God, that's my type of party.
Right.
There are people that are into these things. There are people that's into golden showers. There's cucks that's into wiping nut off of their lovers and swimming and semen and shit. Like, it's people that are into it. So he's gonna find his tribe. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, he may figure out some way to do like a sex party concert in just think about it, every city, because now he's gonna find his tribe. Like, if he brands it and and does it correctly with consent and everyone's with it, like that could be like a traveling sex circus.
You should definitely pitch that to him when he get out. And see if that's something he might do.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to none of them bitches, but I listen. I don't want nobody to be locked up for longer than they need to be. So basically, that kind of anything else we need to talk about?
No, I think we pretty much covered it, man. I just want to tell everyone, I'm happy to be home. This is like the first weekend I've actually been home.
And it's
probably
July weekend.
I think every other weekend I've been gone. Like, I've since Miami twice, and then New York a couple of times, then LA, then Orlando. So I'm just I'm going to catch up on some TV shows and just chill out. So
I'm probably gonna do absolutely nothing myself.
You do they have like how in New York,
the annual tractor show?
No. Well, I wasn't even talking about that. But in New York, how they have on Coney Island, they have like the glizzy eating contest.
Nah, they don't even sell them here.
They don't sell Franks there?
Nah.
Okay.
When that glizzy shit happened, they stopped.
Do y'all have like a cereal eating contest to see like?
No, we have something called the longest breakfast table.
Okay, and what is that?
That's the longest breakfast table in the world. You come sit down, somebody pour you your favorite cereal and your milk in and give you a glass of Tang.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. And you can do it. You can do that all day, unlimited. They start in the morning. Usually, she has a table down there. Autumn has a table down there for her school, but so it's decent, man. We got a little shit here. We ain't no big city, but we got some shit that people travel to.
Okay,
you know
cool.
So
yeah,
what you should think about is this tonight, as you staring up there, because they doing these fireworks early. Let me pick this mic up a little bit so I can really talk to y'all.
That shit like a heater.
Yeah, do, don't it?
Yeah.
As those last sparkles fade in the sky, the last few explosions of your uncle's favorite fireworks explode in the sky. Remember, what we celebrating is a form of freedom. I won't count it towards blacks as a whole and freedom, but it is a form of freedom. You born here, you live here. Stop hating on where the fuck you live so much. You live here. This is where you from. Respect it. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your family. Y'all know I always say the same thing. Y'all gotta stop falling out with people over dumb shit. Another homie was lost today over something simple, man, an allergy. You don't know when you're gonna lose people, man. Stop being upset with them. It's way better. It's way better than when your relationships is good out here. Especially if it's for money, let that shit go. Love your family. Do everything you can do this weekend to enjoy yourself. If you got work off like me, Some of you niggas working on Saturday because y'all still at the gas station. That ain't a bad job. You just got to work on Saturday. But other than that, we're glad you came out.
Be cutting grass and shit like that.
Yeah. Hey, I need my shit cut right now. But listen, man, thank y'all for coming out, man. We'll be on next week at 8. Next week,
and we might, you never know. Like, it's a long weekend. We could be in the crib. Don't be surprised if we might just pop up on y'all. Just
y'all don't want to see us again.
But
we might pop up though. We might pop up.
Pop up on y'all. Make sure y'all y'all liking all the social media platforms. Make sure y'all comment if y'all see clips, share it, share it. We need y'all support. That helps it better. We got some great guests coming up, some really, really captivating guests and some surprises. So y'all stay tuned and thanks for everything.
Till next time, man.
We out.
I sell out this wood, we just roll 5. Be out the way, step to me, then you gon' die. I make profit off the bag cause I sell mine. I really hustle hard, man, I'm tired of these damn lies. They be like, damn, baby, key, what the fuck you on? Somewhere chillin', sitting back, just smoking on strong. And I can give a fuck about these niggas, get the fuck on. Saying that it's problems, but you acting like I don't know. I only care about the money.